Boyz 2, and we're coming through. Don't mess with the crew, you know what we do. Play with us like poker and you're probably gonna lose. Pull up with a soaker and we let it loose. Now make it wet, wet, wet. 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 If you a threat, 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 I'm like bet, bet, bet. You a rookie, 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 I'm a vet, vet, vet.
Now make it wet, wet, wet. 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 If you threat, 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 I'm like bet, bet, bet. You a rookie, 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 I'm a vet, vet, vet. Wet boys, we only get wetter. Put in the work on a varsity letter. Hit me up just like a volleyball setter. Just about a soaker, now I'm feeling better. Just about a soaker, I spend on my cheddar. In the winter, I might spray on a sledder. In the winter, spraying out in a sweater. Water balloons, we aim for the headers.
Water balloons, I'm with the goons. Spraying an opera, we took us to balloons. Sipping a double cup, we took a two. Thought it was walk, it's really just prunes. Too many banners, I feel like I'm Bruce. Me and Adam, we just made a truce. But if you diss me, then let it loose. Make it rain and I feel like I'm Zeus.
If you are Zeus, I'm Kratos then. Begging these real like tomato skins. Serenum Martyr Barbados then. I entered the block and I made it spin. And I entered the block, I tornado them. I do waste my time debating them. The flow hotter than volcanoes and I'm doing more damage than vapes in them.
Doing more damage than vapes. Diss on the bandits, you cannot escape. I'm with the heroes, we're all rocking capes. You're with the zeros and circular shapes. Always the first and I'm winning the race. Leaving them winded, I feel like a mace. I'm on TV like I'm Frankie and Grace. Aliens playing my music in space. Yo!
There's water on Mars, I might do a show there. I'm a star but I came out of nowhere. At the bars, you'll see people I know there. So I step on the boat and pay no fare. With the guild, I'm breathing with no air. And I got all these soakers I won't share. In my time I was lacking, it's so rare. Make it run like a cheetah, it's no fair. Wet Boyz 2, and we're coming through. Don't mess with the crew, you know what we do. Play with us like poker and you're probably gonna lose. Pull up with a soaker and we let it loose. Now make it wet, wet, wet. 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 If you threat, 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 I'm like bet, bet, bet. You a rookie, 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 I'm a vet, vet, vet. Okay, no, I don't wanna waste time with you, Brody. Cut to the chase, now what is there to show me?
That we wrote a story. Now